Hello, everybody. Hello. So glad to see so many faces. Hello. I see pumpkin shirts and I see lots of other things. Oh, and pumpkin head. There you go. What's it called? Headband. Very nice. Love it. Love it, everybody. So thank you so much for being patient out there in the waiting room. We are having an issue with the streaming on Facebook. For some reason today it isn't working in the sort of way that it tends to be cranky sometimes. So we are recording today instead of live streaming, and thanks for your patience again.
Oh, you want
So,
to
hello, let's see, hello, Barry. Nice to see you today. Hello, Kathy in Virginia, great to see you. Toby in California, hello, glad you're with us today. You can always tell it's a weekend when we get Toby back. Hello, Nicola in England, and hello, Mary Eagle in North Carolina. Binta, can you mute anybody who's unmuted? Hello, Lynn in Connecticut, great to see you today. Hello, Sheila in Florida, great to have you today. And David in New York, Beth in Kentucky, hello. Harriet's back in, let's see, Chicago, I think. Nice to see you today. And Lisa in Indiana with your voting sign, thank you. I didn't have time to make my voting sign because I was dealing with the Facebook issue, but we're gonna have it tomorrow. Carolyn, in fact, everyone in the room tomorrow, let's have voting signs. Carolyn in Idaho, hello, nice to see you. And Terry, great to have you back again, Terry, so glad you're here. Bonnie in Idaho, glad to see you today. And Storm in Massachusetts, hello. Dion in Massachusetts, also hello. Annette in California, hello. Love the braids. Carol, nice to see you today. Great for you to be here again. Pete and Janet in Toronto, awesome hat, very nice. Oh, and crown, very, very nice. Dan in Virginia, hello. Busy, Executive Director, Carpe Diem Arts, great to have you here today, Biz. Alan, hello, in the DC area. Barb, hello, nice to see you. Arlene in California, hello, great makeup. Moria in California with her alternating hats, good to see you today. And let's see, James, great to see you today. Nice to have you. And Isa. And hello, Susan, nice to see you today. And Martha in Oregon, hello. Adele, hello. Tom in BC. Mary Jean Meyer, glad you joined today. Sydney, hello. Timothy and Loretta, great to see you guys. I saw you tried to come yesterday. Thank you for trying again. Nancy in Washington State, and Jackie and Catherine and Alex and lots of other folks who are not yet on video. Thanks so much for joining, and sorry if I missed calling you. Hopefully we'll get you on the goodbye end of things. Hello to everybody on Facebook. So glad that you guys are all here today too. Oh wait, you're not. Never mind. Hello to everybody watching this on video after the fact. Thank you so much for being here. Welcome to the Washington Rebels Carpe Diem Arts Daily Antidote of Song. This week is our voting songs week. And we have different hosts and different participants. And I want to shout out Munit Mesfin and Kathy Bullock, both of whom are hosting with me some of these days. And I want to also say, if you're new to us, please pop your state and your country or your country into the chat box. We're here every day at 12 noon, building community, singing together, thinking about issues that we need to be active on as we try to make some change in this very, very distressing time. Today is no different, that we are going to sing about making change, and we have the perfect people to sing it with us. We also have Barry Galef, who is going to show us a little bit of pumpkin art after our song, so stick around for that, and then we'll close out again with the artist singing the song as we leave. In the chat box, the donate link, if you're able to donate, thank you very much. You guys are actually what is keeping this program going right now, and I'm so grateful. My email in the chat box if you have questions or suggestions for artists. And a big thank you to Binta Koulibaly, who is in the room today as our tech person on a Saturday, because she's so kind as to come in on a Saturday. All right, we have artists today coming in from California, from Oakland, California, who have been in this room with us a couple of times, and we expect to see lots more of them in some of our cool partnership weeks that are coming up. So here for our voting songs week is Emma's Revolution singing a very specific voting song, which I will just preempt them by saying that we are going to be singing the G-rated version of said song today in this room, because we do have kids who come in, and we are putting into the chat box the link for the other version if you so wish to find it, which I would highly recommend. So also in the chat box are all the other links for finding them, and they're amazing. They do such great stuff. We are so glad to be singing with you guys today. Welcome.
Thank you so much. We're so happy to be with you all on this Halloween morning, on this incredible Saturday before the big voting day, which, as we know, is going to turn into a voting week, but not anything else than that. You know, we're still going to make him stick to whatever is the actual outcome and not the faked outcome. Yeah, more about that after. Okay, but that's important to say. We do have this song, and the rating doesn't go much higher than G, but we are doing G here today. And so I thought we could go over the chorus together. And then the rest of the song is kind of like in a sort of spoken sung way. So you can sing it and speak it however you want. We wrote the song originally for a demonstration back in February, before pandemic land. And when the Senate failed to hold Donald Trump accountable and failed to impeach him. And since that time, we had to rewrite the song a number of times, because even though the rest of us and our lives changed so utterly, he kept doing more and more egregious things. So this is kind of the final. I'm sorry?
We can't pass.
We could. Yeah. So yeah, we're just adjusting. It's one of those days. We're just adjusting tech. Okay, great. So here's the chorus. And you'll hear how we've adjusted it for family time. And you can sing it however you like. 1, 2, 3. We're gonna vote your administration out. We're gonna make a world where all our voices count. We'll keep fighting back in every way, and then we'll vote your administration out. Like that. And I think we'll, you know why that is. Okay, I think we'll give you just the vocals separately so you can hear Pat's really nice harmony part for folks who might want to sing harmony, right? Without the guitars, I think.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. We're gonna vote your administration out. We're gonna make a world where all our voices count. We'll keep fighting back in every way, and then we'll vote your administration out.
Hey everyone, so sorry to interrupt. I'm having a bit of an issue with my chat. It's broken, so I can't post the lyrics.
Yes.
You know, so actually mine's not working either. My chat box is just totally melted down. So if you guys can put the lyrics in. I'm not sure what it is about Halloween and 2 full moons, but something is apparently conspiring in the universe to make us have to think differently today. If you guys are capable to stick the lyrics in, that'd be great.
We are. It's going to take me a second because it's on a different screen, and
that's fine.
Our fabulous tech host is there, but she will only have the unapproved lyrics for today. So
I'm actually working on editing, but it would take a couple minutes.
Thank you, Moria. You are awesome.
Thank you, Moria. So I could actually just send the lyrics to Moria. Would that work?
Sure.
Yeah. All right, Moria, here they come. I think I have you, right? This one today is just for us. This is appropriate that it's just for us because as we're in here trying to sort things out, nobody else is probably really interested in coming along for this ride. Moria, remind me your email. Oh no, there you are. Moria, yep, I got you. Okay.
Okay, and I just found it too, so maybe it will work.
All right, Moria, just got it to you. If one of us gets to you first, or Sandy, or whatever happens.
This is great. I think you're right. It's 2 full moons, or whatever you said, something like that.
Did everybody just see what somebody put in the chat box? Barry's over there playing his recorder, and somebody just said, "What are you smoking, Barry?"
Oh wow.
It's good that we're having.
Mine won't let me.
Yours won't let you post either?
I can attach the file.
So everybody, I'm sorry. I don't know what is going on, but as you can tell, it certainly isn't any single person or any single computer. So this is a larger deal today.
Yeah.
I absolutely cannot paste into the chat box, although I can type.
Yeah.
Oh, Moria came in with the lyrics.
Moria, you're awesome.
Right
All right.
Moria for the win.
That's the first half. There's another half I'm going to still post. We're almost there.
All right. Thanks, Moria.
So while Moria's doing that, let me just tell you that Moria is part of our amazing tech team who help us out with. We do a weekly workshop called Learn an Emma's Revolution Song, and so Moria's been has all our lyrics in this amazing Google Doc and that kind of stuff. But tomorrow you're invited to come because we're doing our Dump Trump Song Fest. We've been learning all of our anti-Trump songs over the last number of weeks, and we're going to put them all together into a sing-along concert tomorrow. That's at 1 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Eastern. Yes. Okay. I think you got it. Thank you. Let's give a big cheer for Moria. Yeah.
Persistent tech people.
Tech people. So like I said, the verses are kind of spoken. Da 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 da. It's not a huge melody. Da 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 da. You'll catch it.
Do you have it? Do you need it?
No, I know it.
Great. Oh, it's there.
All right, let's start it as if like that just like never happened because you're going to edit it out before it goes to Facebook. I know how this is. So let's put that together, that chorus together with those lyrics, and feel free to sing them any way you want. Here we go. We know the difference between a president and a king, the corruption, the obstruction. You try to get away with everything, but we know the difference between the truth and the lies. We're calling you out now. Then beneath November skies, we're gonna vote your administration out. We're gonna make a world where all our voices count. We'll keep fighting back in every way, and then we'll vote your administration out. We know the difference between a leader and a fake. You failed in this pandemic. Now all our lives are at stake. You held up a Bible, and then you threatened to kill. We'll remember in November Breonna Taylor, George Floyd, Emmett Till. We're gonna vote your administration out. We're gonna make a world where all our voices count. We'll keep fighting back in every way, and then we'll vote your administration out. No time for Fauci anymore. Coronavirus, what a bore. Badgeless cops and tanks in streets. Bunker visits, tantrum tweets. All your cronies cross the land, trying to stop us best they can. Flashbang, tear gas, pepper spray. We'll take you down election day. We know the difference between the promise of this land and the workers' empty pockets and the unhoused empty hands. We hold the vision, read our writing on the wall. Another world is possible, true justice for all, and we're gonna vote your administration out. We're gonna make a world where all our voices count. We'll keep fighting back in
well sung, well put, well everything. Let's, in fact, yes, vote their administration out. I am so grateful to you guys for singing that with us. And the verses were absolutely perfect. I really, really, really loved all of the, it seemed like each time you sang another line, I was like, oh yeah, and that, and yeah. So, yes, exactly. Thank you.
And I know it's a lot of words in the middle there. We could slow that down and give you a chance to possibly sing it, but that little bridge part, but yeah, I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Yeah, the nice thing about the bridge part was the fact that you actually go fast there, at least for me, translates into that sort of like power or force or like something that like we're gaining momentum. So I liked it. That's probably exactly why you did it that way. I know. Thank you again so much. So we're super excited to actually sing with you, however much of that you're willing to do again before we leave the room. And since it is also Halloween, which put itself right in the middle of voting week, we have a fun Halloween treat for all of you. Barry Galef, who's in the room with us today, is one of our regulars in the room. He comes in regularly to sing with us. He is a longtime DC area reveler. He is a retired economist, and I think, what did I say? A wannabe Renaissance man, a Renaissance man in progress. He's I would say Renaissance man. He's an amazing, amazing character, and he is going to tell you a little bit more about his relationship with Revels and about the pumpkin art that we are going to be looking at. Thank you, Barry.
I can unmute myself. Hello, everyone. So in a way, the jack-o'-lanterns are why I'm connected with you in the first place. The backstory is that I've specialized in intricate artistic pumpkins for the last 50 years now, since when I was a freshman in college. This is one example of one of my intricate pumpkins. I carved this one in 1996. What happened was I carved an illustration of an Arthurian legend, Gawain and the Green Knight, in '95. And then I found out that Rebels was going to do a show based on that story. And I got all excited. I thought, oh, maybe they'll let me do a pumpkin for the centerpiece in a cast party. And then maybe they'll let me do props and sets and things like that. And so I went and I showed them pictures of one of my jack-o'-lanterns to the Rebels directors. And they were excited by this. And then to my shock, they put me in the chorus. And I was cast as Sir Griflet in this Arthurian show. And after that, I was hooked. I came back as many times as I could. And I always keyed my jack-o'-lantern designs to whatever theme Rebels was doing that year. And little secret here, I did that partly so that I'd have an excuse to come show off the pumpkin to the cast, even if I wasn't in the show that year. This one was done for the '96 show, which was a Scandinavian theme. This is the legendary Finnish hero Ilmarinen, and he's working at his forge to rescue the sun and the moon, which are imprisoned in a mountain. And I based the image of Ilmarinen on a real-life Finnish hero. That's Jean Sibelius. Next slide, or next picture. Okay, and then the Rebels went back to Scandinavia in 2005, and I decided I would do something based on Beowulf, which is set in Denmark and the rest of Scandinavia. And here there's a thief who is stealing part of a dragon's treasure hoard with disastrous consequences. And if that sounds familiar, the translator of Beowulf, whose name was J.R.R. Tolkien, used exactly that theme in the children's story that he was writing, and that became The Hobbit. And the face of the thief, I based on myself. I turned out to be a more patient model than most of the people that I try to rope in. Next picture is, okay, this is from, inspired by our 2008 show, which was a Quebecois theme. And that had as the centerpiece a story about a canoe that could fly as a result of a pact with the devil. And you can tell that that makes a really terrific Halloween pumpkin theme. So here we've got the flying canoe soaring, trying to avoid crashing into a church steeple. And then we've got a close-up of the man steering the canoe in the next slide. Ah, there he is. Okay. And I based that one on the star of that show, whose name is Steve Winnick. And you've seen him leading songs in this room before. And then for our Italian show, let's see the next picture. Okay. I carved a scene from the Italian epic poem, Orlando Furioso. And this is a close-up picture, just a small detail from the pumpkin of the dangerous sorcerer Atlante sneaking up on the heroic maiden knight named Bradamante. And I was the model for that villain also. The next picture is from our 2013 show, Race. And that show featured the legend adventure of Jason and the Golden Fleece. And you can see the golden fleece hanging from the tree over on the left side of the picture. And Jason brought along the fabulous musician Orpheus. And Orpheus is on the right side of this picture, playing his music to charm to sleep the serpent that's guarding the fleece. And once they put him to sleep, then they can steal the fleece and be on their way. And I think there's just a close-up of the dragon-like serpent and Orpheus playing his lyre, wearing a wreath of laurel leaves, if I remember correctly. Okay, and then the last thing is, are we able to get the video? Okay, so this is from a couple of years ago, our Elizabethan show. I've got Elizabeth's favorite sea dog, Sir Francis Drake, and he's scheming with some demons on how to defeat the Spanish Armada. And over here is Elizabeth turning a blind eye to what her hero is scheming about.
Barry, thank you so much. Binta, if you unmute and try it again, we might get it with the music.
And that's Pifero playing.
And there we have it. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Let's stop sharing.
Amazing.
I think Joe.
Oh, if you're talking, I can't hear you.
Thank you. Sorry. Hi, everybody. Thank you so much. Barry, thank you so much. That was absolutely amazing. And Binta, thank you so much. That was great. How many people in the room had a jack-o'-lantern that came out looking like that this year? Right. Yeah, none of us. Okay, that's what I figured. Barry, that's amazing artwork and just incredible to be able to watch that. And what I really love about it is we spend time in here talking about how we're in folklore and folk life classes and the intersections between the folklore and the folk life and the ethnomusicology and the activism. And it really is one large jack-o'-lantern shaped unification thing. It really all intersects so much. So we've talked about how people can go and do some research about the different topics that come up. Barry's just thrown you a big load of things that you can research, but we're gonna all ask that you put that into next week so that you can spend whatever time you have this week working to get the vote out. So thank you so much again, Barry, for the pumpkin treat on Halloween. And Binta, thanks again for running the tech. And Pat and Sandy, Emma's Revolution, Do you guys want to chat for a minute and say anything, or do you just want to play your song again?
We want to do all of that. But you're reminding me about what we want folks to focus on right now. And in fact, we know someone who's working with a group called Connecting for Change 2020. It's at connectingforchange2020.org. They still would like volunteers this weekend, today, tomorrow, Monday, for phone banking. So if you haven't done that and you're willing to do that, please at least check that out. Certainly there are other groups that are connecting folks for that, but that's connectingforchange2020.org. Thank you, Binta. Yeah. And those pumpkins kind of put us in a little bit. Do you mean chat and then sing? I didn't understand. You said a lot of things. Say that again.
Anything you want to do. It's your floor at this point.
Okay, well, we're happy to sing the song. We're also happy to take any questions if there were questions about the song or anything like that. I love seeing that comment from Busy. Thank you. She said, for the penultimate song for these times. Yeah, we're hoping it's penultimate and we ultimately never have to sing it again.
That the same sentiment came out yesterday in the room when we were singing a voting song that had been written, actually inspired by Reagan's election, and the notion that we had hoped not to sing it again, and we were singing it again, but really hope that this time would be the last. So thank you. Do you guys want to throw any questions into the chat box? Or if you know you have very good Wi-Fi connection, you could raise your hand. And Barry, yeah, I see more thanks going into Barry. So Barry, 45 years of those pumpkins and many, many of those years being dedicated to Rebels. It's an incredible feat. And thanks again for sharing that with us. And we hope that next year we'll be looking at the real thing. Any comments or questions, or I'm scrolling now to look for hands.
I wanted to lift up your low power radio station there, Wowdy.
Say that again.
Tacoma Park Radio.
In Tacoma Park, Maryland. Yeah. Where many of you are based.
Yeah.
Yes, very much.
Where we used to be based.
Yeah.
And then before we sing it with it, which is fine if you don't have any questions about it, that's good that it's clear and it said everything it needed to say. We are inspired now by those pumpkins, and you could be inspired too to have a little bit of a Halloween moment with us as we sing this song to close up our portion of today. So I don't know if you know, but maybe your Zoom account lets you do things that ours also lets us do these days, and we will sing it with you one more time like this. All right.
Oh, very nice.
Wait.
Or like that. Or like that.
Or like that again.
You need a friend if you're going to do this game. But anyway, here we go. Let's sing it together, folks. Vote your administration out. We know the difference between a president and a king. The corruption, the obstruction. They try to get away with everything. But we know the difference between the truth and the lies. We're calling you out now. Them many November skies. We're gonna vote your administration out. We're gonna make a world where all our voices count. We'll keep fighting and the workers' empty pockets, and the unhoused empty hands. We hold the vision, read our writing on the wall. Another world is possible, true justice for all, and we're gonna vote your administration out. We're gonna make a world where all our voices count. We'll keep fighting back in every way, and then we'll vote your administration out. Yeah, we'll vote your administration out.
Woo! Yeah, yay, yahoo! Thank you so much, guys. That was so great. Second time was even better. And the sunglasses are awesome. Thank you. And the WOWD shirt is awesome. I didn't even understand that that's what you were pointing to. So yeah, love it. Okay, that's really great. Did not know that you guys were actually from Tacoma Park at some point or another, but love knowing that. It makes
We're
perfect
from
sense.
Mount Rainier.
We're
so
actually
it's-
we were in Prince George's County,
Yeah,
but
we were.
yeah.
Very cool. It's all one big, yeah, I love it. That's great. Thanks so much, you guys. There's actually so many thanks that I need to shout right now. I don't even know where to start. So thank you to everybody in the room for singing. Thank you to everybody in the room for all the incredible voting shirts and the pumpkin shirts and the pumpkin headgear and all of the amazing smiles that I was seeing today and the voting signs. Thank you, Lynn. Thank you to Barry for the pumpkin art or the jack-o'-lantern art. That was amazing to get to watch. And thank you, of course, to Pat and Sandy for being here and for sharing that song with us. And so since we had a Facebook Live meltdown today, I'm actually going to put it out there to all of you that getting the video, which we will post on our Facebook page, and passing it around is one of the ways that we can actually get other people to get to see this today. So if you are on Facebook, please find it on our page in a little while and post it around. And I guess actually probably Pat and Sandy will also put it up on their page, so you can find it there too. And thanks again for sitting through the tech issues. I will say that today I watched at least 7 people bounced out of the room and bounced back in, including me on my other computer. So I think there's actually some larger, potentially a conspiracy, but we won't talk about that, trying to make us not be able to sing the song today. But we persevered, and we're here, and we sang it. Thanks again, everybody, so much. And we look forward to seeing you tomorrow with fewer tech issues. Thanks, Kathy, so much for being here. And Nicola, thank you so much coming in from the UK. Great to have you in here every day. Lynn, Connecticut, thank you so much. Great to see you. Sheila in Florida. Beth in Kentucky, thank you. Carolyn, thanks so much for being here. There's an Idahosian in the room. And another one, Bonnie, with a different voting sign from yesterday. Love it. Thanks, Bonnie. Bye, Dion in Massachusetts. Goodbye, Carol. Thanks so much for being here again. Peter and Janet in Halloween costumes in Toronto. Loving it. Thanks for being here. Dan in Virginia, goodbye and thank you. Barb, thank you so much for being here. And Susan, thank you so much for being here. Adele, thank you so much. Adele is actually 208 days today, one day more than me. I just want to say that. So nice job, Adele, in being in this room every day. Tom in BC, thank you so much for being here today. Timothy and Lorette, thank you so much. It was great to have you guys with us today. Nancy in Washington, thank you. Jackie, thanks so much for being here. And thank you so much in New York. Annette in California, and Annette's friend, hello. Everybody wave to Annette's friend. Woohoo! Nice to see you today. Oh, great. Thank you. Arlene, the makeup is incredible. And when you sang, yeah, everybody, I hope everybody got a sight line on that. That's pretty creepy. Thank you, Arlene. Fred, thank you so much. Norm, great shirt. And thank you for being here with us today. Jane, thank you so much for coming in from Pennsylvania. Terry and Diane, great to see you guys. And I'm really glad you're here today. And Terry, be well. And let's see, Moria, thank you. And thank you for the tech help and everything else. That was great. David, thanks for being here from upstate New York. Sandy, thank you. I saw you bouncing in and out along with others. I think there was something weird going on. Lisa, thank you for the voting song and for coming in from Indiana. Issa and James, thank you for coming in from underneath Issa's bunk bed. Valerie, thank you so much for being here today. I think I got everybody. And if I missed you, Jackie, thank you, Jackie, for being here. Glad to see you. And I hope you can come back again another day when we have fewer tech issues, because the tech issue days are definitely 1000% exhausting. Susan, thanks again. Great to see you. Goodbye, everybody. And let's see, Pat and Sandy, thanks again so much. And I hope we can sing with you guys again soon. And let's see, we've still got a few more people in the room, but I think I got everybody. Yes. Thank you, everybody, for the patience. Sandy and David and Ann and Nancy and Timothy and Susan. Thanks again, guys. Hope to see you tomorrow, and hope it will be a little bit of an easier ride tomorrow. So it's always a little bit sad when we can't make it go on Facebook Live, because we don't get quite the same numbers of people getting to find it as we would like. All right, take care, everybody. Thanks so much again. Bye, everybody. Thank you.